I could tell the real story, but I know you wouldn't listen. I tried to tell it many times, but you always go and twist it, yeah. Nearly every morning that I cry, waking up to words that throwing lies. Swear I'm looking in the mirror, but I'm seeing someone different. Looking at you, lick your lips, you think you know me, making faces at me while you paint mine for me. Say my name, like you know it's holy.
Hi guys, so it's a beautiful morning to every one of you. So today is a sunny day, but it's not. Yeah, it's sunny day. So today we're going to discuss about law of attraction, and if you are the type of person who believe in these things and manifestation and all of that, you can probably hear what I'm going to discuss with you today. Um, let's proceed. And just I just have a lot of things on my mind and it's so annoying, something like that. That's why, because I'm doing everything, like, I'm multitasking things right now. Like, there's a lot of things that I want to keep moving. So yeah, let's go back. So here are 11 things to know about the law of attraction. For some people, it seems like the stars repeatedly align, as if they wrote their own destiny. And despite challenges or hiccups, these people come out of even the toughest situation and faced, blessed in one way or another by what seems like a miracle. So how they do it? And what if you learned there was a secret to cultivating the life you want? So it sounds pretty crazy, but the law of attraction is something that many people believe in. So what's the deal with all of it anyway? Let's proceed to the steps. So manifesting destiny and attracting the appropriate energies is of course a very fickle, tricky concept. To learn more about how to play it right and build the life you've always dreamed of, there are like coaches that are available, but make sure to choose the uh, your coaches or mentors that have that mindset that is more aligned with you, and um, the one that you'll resonate yourself with. So to understand more of the law of attraction and how it applies to manifesting the destiny you desire, first is you have to set a clear path and a clear plan to manifest destiny. So law of attraction is very simple. You have to know what you want. You focus on the positive aspects of what you need, desire, or want to manifest. Positive attracts positive and negative attracts negative. Simple as that. This is where the saying misery loves company came. So lower level energies will flock together. If you want to manifest, you envision rising above the energies and staying in the positive. This can further detailed by saying that if you think, it will come. Words have power and thoughts can be energy. Don't forget that. Manifesting destiny relies on the first identifying what you want, setting out a clear plan to get there, and thinking positively about the outcome. Recognizing that you want to try something new and different is the first step. Figuring out where you've gone wrong is the next step. Recognizing the negative places in your life and mistakes you've done are important next steps toward using positive approach to manifest your destiny. And finally, focus on intentions and behaviors that are positive and geared for your successes. So yeah, second is positive thought breeds positive outcome. Scientific experiments using a placebo effect for health reasons have shown that if you believe something uh, will make you feel better, then eventually it will. Those are like the effects, and you have to know that, guys. So that is like a scientific study that was conducted, like when they're releasing a new drug into the market. So they undergo those phase, and they use placebo effect. So even if it is a sugar pill and not a true medication, it will cause you to think you feel better, and then you do. Every time you think of a negative thought, you need three positives ones to negate it. So if you focus all your positive energy on a positive outcome, it will happen. So you can see this with prayer. So people focus on sending a positive message up in the prayer for a positive outcome. So we all want that. We all want those positive results that could probably help us, in this life to navigate this life better. So this is like a game, right? You should know that this is like a game of life, and in order to get exactly what we desire, you have to play it right. You have to play it right. So when you focus on manifesting a positive destiny, you're naturally aligning your intentions and your behaviors with positivity. This is going to affect your health, your relationships, and your successes in a positive way. Third is negative thought breeds negative outcome. If you focus on the negative, again, you attract the lower lying energies, and yes, you ultimately create negative. Try creating a parking space on the mall at a busy time. Focus on your space, envision it. Do not allow any negative thoughts to creep into your mind, and simply stay in the positive. It may take you a few times practicing this to get it right, but then it becomes second nature. Uh, Wait lang. The flip side of this as well as psychological speaking. If you continue to focus on something, you generally start to believe it is true, and then it ultimately come true simply because you have followed the train of thought. So it's like a chain of fortunate events when you practice this thing and you've mastered it. Wherever your mind concentrates its energy is the reality it breeds. Just as this rule applies to positive thought and outcome, it applies to negative. Do not allow negative thoughts to overwhelm your desires when it comes to what you do not want. So, yeah. Without realizing it, you may be focusing on negative outcomes. You could be hyper focused on fear or failure, or are so obsessed with what will happen if you fail, so much so that you're putting your energies into failure and not success. So just think of an amazing outcome, right? That's how negative outcomes occur, and you really have to practice that. Something to do with the law of assumption. Okay, so it's uh, thinking and feeling, more like feeling, because it's energy. You have to feel it. That it is already yours. So you don't actually um, uh, put so much effort because you already know that eventually it's in your cells. This is where confidence comes into play over a low self-esteem or fear. Control your thoughts to control your destiny. Next is manifesting destiny won't always happen you envision. Okay, so it may not be exactly as you imagined, as you make $35,000 as a writer and you imagine making like $100,000. You may get an offer in a different field that meets the money requirement, or possibly a different style of writing than you might be used to, or an assignment that you did not. The point is, you will get what you ask for, even if it is not exactly you had imagined it. So there are different ways, guys. There are million, trillion different ways to get what you want, and most of the time it's not exactly the way how you envision it, but at the end of the day it's yours. It's the opportunity is there, the magic is there, the timing is there. So yeah, those were the thing. So manifesting destiny does not correlate to making your wishes come true like a hypothetical genie in a bottle um, might have the power to do, but what you invest your energy into will always appear in some shape or form. Be so aware and focus on what you want that you don't miss it waiting for something bigger. Next is manifesting destiny puts you in full control of your so if you feel in control of your life, you are more likely to be happy and excited about getting out of bed and enjoying your day. If you feel like a slave to your job, you will be miserable and angry most of the time. If you can create a life, a job, a family that you want, you will cherish it and excited daily. So That's why it's important that you are working for something that you're passionate about, that you're happy about, because everything flows there. Even if it doesn't gives you uh, that much money, that much, as long as it is aligned to your purpose in life, to your whole being, it's okay. Eventually the money will come. Okay, guys, so don't like be over fixated onto things if it's not yet there. Just do you, baby. So yeah. Okay, you got that point. Did you get it, guys? Guys, you are smart, so stick with me. You still have 6 more. The benefits of manifesting destiny are clear. If you feel like you have the power to control your future, your days will feel much more promising, fulfilling, and generally happy. Repeating daily affirmations supports manifesting destiny. So it takes roughly 3 times of repeating the positive ideas to negate the negative thoughts. Try a vision board. You can actually make that. List 5 things you want to focus in this month and constantly repeat them daily like a mantra. For example, my vision board says money flies at me from all directions. That's so funny. Sometimes I get a large paying client, and sometimes I simply find a quarter on the street. Point being made is that money is coming to me from everywhere, like all avenues of it, anywhere. So it's like that. After you focus on what you want, you need to keep in that mindset. If you allow any negative thoughts to creep in, you will reverse or negate all your work you just did. So make sure that you are in alignment with positive chain of thoughts. I like the filter. It says hi. Hi guys. The cardinal rule of manifesting destiny is obviously remain positive. From the moment you wake up each morning to the moment your head hits the pillow every night, your energy and thoughts should be dedicated to positive affirmations. The more you think of it, the more you believe it, the more you start to see it. To see is to believe. Yeah. Guys, next is manifesting destiny believes that what you give, you receive. So manifesting destiny and the law of attraction are explained by the law of karma. I like this part. I really, because there are a lot of people who have done me wrong, who have continuously hurt, lie, like multiple, that multiple um hurtful things and lies I get from people. That's why it's amazing that there's this thing that is called law of karma. So it basically states that you will get negative if you think negative. For example, if you say I never win anything and you enter a raffle, so you simply won't win because that's what you think. Um, yeah, if you say I never win anything, yeah, so you already declared it that you won't get it. If you focus on winning, the person next to you puts out more positive energy than you do, you won't win. The key is to give out the same energy you want back. So the same energy, the same amount of effort that you wanted, because it will comes back to you guys. Like, believe me, I've lost a lot of things and people in my life. So I know these things works tremendously. So there are only so many ways you can say it, like conceive, believe, achieve, know what you want, believe you can get it, and make it yours by exerting confidence and positivity. You can also look at this like the concept of paying it forward. If you do something good, the universe will pay you back, and the feedback loop continues. So that's why there are a lot of, I don't know if you noticed that, but there are a lot of wealthy people that are putting back, giving back to people who are less fortunate, and they don't. And usually, I'm not sure if like usually, but um, there are people that doesn't wanna be, that they don't wanna involve their names, but they keep on giving. So there are people like that, guys. Believe me, guys. I have friends like that. Next is maintain focus and discipline to manifest destiny. Discipline is an excellent tool for changing negative thought patterns. The more you can focus and discipline yourself to recognize negative thoughts and change them to positive ones, the more likely you are to have a positive outcome. Discipline yourself to clear your mind, and when you're going down a dark path, you'll never come out the other end feeling bright and optimistic. When you focus on what you want in life, you are more likely a conscious and unconscious level to move towards that goal. Many times without realizing it, people don't get what they want because they're not focused on it on any level, or they're focused on failure instead of. So people are like more consumed by. I'm gonna give you a tip, okay? No matter what you're thinking, it's already a declaration. It's you declared it like that. So if you're thinking that you're gonna fail, it's already a declaration. So don't do it, guys. Um, feed that positive outcome, and make sure that your mind is happy, is clean, is concentrated, penetrated. Those are the terms. So funny. Yeah, like that, guys. So make sure that good things are coming to you, and no matter how long it takes, be consistent. Consistency is the key. It's always like that. I've been telling you that like ever since I started YouTube. Okay, so many times without realizing, people don't get what they want because they are not focused on it on any level, and they're focused on the failure instead of success. It's always a good idea to focus on what you want, because on some level your subconscious can work towards what you want. Subconscious, when you're asleep, it works, and the moment you wake up, it's a whole work. It's a tremendous work. Don't rely on the universe, and continue to work for you what you want. So I forgot the name of the book, but to it's something that has manifested and like forget it, something like that. I forgot the exact book, but it's a popular one. Next is simply focusing on finding Mr. or Mrs. Right isn't going to get you there, but it is definitely going to help you to process your process. If you use other. For instance, if you focus on manifesting your happy romantic destiny while creating a strong dating profile and figuring out your goals and deal breakers, you're more likely to be successful than if you have a negative attitude while doing this is important work. Wait lang. While doing this important work towards dating smart. So as with anything else, manifesting your destiny doesn't happen with a magic wand. Very little in life happens with a single act, but having a positive outlook and focusing on your goal is going to move your success along in the right direction. So don't just wait for your fucking Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Continue to do what your purpose here. You have to fulfill it, guys. I mean, some other people like already met you know their love of their life ever since high school, but it's not always like that for us, right? Sometimes you have to go through what I had to go through, the dark places. I mean, the ugly. You have. I don't know how to explain that, but basta it's like that. It's the worst. You have to go to the worst in order to meet by me. But me, I don't know. I haven't met anyone, so let's continue. Next is it's not the next. It's a continuous paragraph. Relying on the simple act of manifesting and cognitively focusing on what you want will not bring it to magically arrive at your doorstep. While manifesting is the foundation to creating your destiny, action is required. Action, guys. Action. You can't just dream of something without doing action. That's why me personally, I really don't believe in words. Really, seriously. I want, because action speaks. You know the saying, guys, right? Action speaks louder than words. So I'm more onto action. I don't actually believe in words. Like if someone told me that I like you, so that just doesn't work for me, because I always get that. So Anyways, let's just, go back. Let's go back. Go back. If someone makes a list and does not take action, they could be considered a dreamer. You see, it's here. Just trusting alone does not make it happen. Once someone takes action, there's a point where there is nothing else they can do. When they reach that point, trust comes into play and they should surrender to a higher power. Here, it's an amazing line. When they reach that point, trust comes into play, they should surrender to a higher power. Know that you're not just co creating by yourself, but with God, with the universe, with whatever you believe in it. Right? So as long as you're not sleeping, you're taking action with your dreams. You are already putting out your effort, your energy out in the universe, and it will be reciprocated. Eventually, not on your own timeline, but the divine timing. Okay, so don't worry about that. We're just here to live and experience life. So don't be so caught up with your the outcome. Don't so much dwell on that. It will arrive. Okay. Next is free will is unaffected by manifesting destiny. You cannot request or manifest a relationship as we desire. There's a beautiful component of wishing, manifesting, etc. that people often forget. Free will. One cannot make someone do what they want them to do. To manifest a new relationship, one needs to create a list that can easily be fulfilled. Wait lang. Okay, I thought there's a visitor. There's no one. Anyways, where are wait lang. Yan. Okay. So, wait lang guys. So be cognizant of the bigger picture. Okay, be wise so as to manifest only what will benefit you wholly rather than independently. Will this desire fit into my every aspect of your life? Will you get caught up if this dream becomes a reality? So lay it out, be specific, and remember that other people cannot be changed. The last thing, number 11. Number 11 is dismiss what you don't want to make room for what you do want. So, one can work toward manifesting positive outcomes. However, there are always three statements. I want this, but not that. I want this and that. And if I cannot have this, I will settle for this. These types of thoughts bring forth convoluted requests and results. Using modifiers not, but, and as well as either or mock things up, the energies that guides us and assist us take the request that was uttered or written and manifest things literally, including those words. It just happens that way. I tell people to only state or write down what they want and to leave out the things they do not want. So the use of modifiers often provides mixed results, like mixed signals, which may not be what someone wants. Again, be very cognizant when expending energy in desired outcomes. Aim for specifics, disregard taking the devil's advocate approach, and be steadfast in the positive. In general, only ask for what you want and not what you don't want. So focus on that. What you desire. What do you want? What do you want to bring into your reality? While it seems complicated on the surface, manifesting destiny is a powerful notion that empowers the mind to control your life as you see it fit to be. In the same vein as taking control of your self-acceptance, self-love, and self-confidence, no other person or entity has the power to effect change in your life than you. Take your future by the reins and starting now, what's missing in your life you want. Go get it. Go get it! So, yeah. As you know, we only have like one life, so make sure to hit that mark. What you desire, guys. I always want to help all of you, like, to get everything that you desire, because as for myself, I also want that. And most importantly, you have to be happy. Happy. Yeah. It's a bit long, but it's okay. We learn, both of us. So this is just like a reminder. Although you're already like hearing this manifestation, it's you think you know this, but it's not yet, unless you go through things, and finally you will understand this one. it sounds easy, it sounds really easy, but the chain of thoughts in our head is crazy because we are wired up to receive negative. So it's really hard to alter that, to change that. So I'm rooting for all of my subscribers to, I'm also praying for you guys that you get everything that you've wanted, you prayed for. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and thank you for helping make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generations. See you again. And take care of your loved ones. Okay? Bye.
Every person